And it's really important to watch the forecast in this evening's programme, as there is the risk to life. We do expect some significant disruption. Join me later for that full forecast.
Red warning, Sabrina.
Hi Jen, yes, we do have a red warning in the forecast. These warnings are rare and really need to be taken seriously, as there is the risk of danger to life, and we also expect some significant disruption from this storm. So if you're wondering about the timing of the storm then, well actually it's already moving in. It's just quite weak at this stage and will strengthen further overnight into tomorrow. By the time we get to Sunday afternoon, the weather warning should have expired by then. Okay, so let's run you through the warnings then. This is the one that we're primarily concerned with because it's a red warning. It's danger to life. So if you are in this red zone, it's best not to leave the house tomorrow because of the significant impacts expected. So especially if you're near the coast or on higher ground and you're exposed to the winds, they could peak in excess of 90 miles an hour. So this is really significant. Even when that weather warning expires tomorrow at 11 a.m, through much of the rest of Saturday, we're still left with this amber warning. So again, these winds, severe gales expected 60 to 80 miles an hour, maybe a little bit higher for exposed locations. But on top of those damaging disruptive winds, we've also got some heavy rainfall to deal with. So here's our amber heavy rain warning then. We could see another 80 to 90 millimetres of rainfall. Some of the ground is already saturated, and this weather warning does coincide with areas that were actually affected recently by Storm Bert. Okay, so in terms of impacts then, we expect some damaging disruptive winds, also some flooding. There will be travel disruption because of this storm. And because of those strength of the winds, if you've got gusts 80, 90 miles an hour, there will be flying debris. There's going to be some fallen trees. And at the coast, we expect large waves and power cuts are also possible. So this is a serious storm. As for this evening and overnight, showers or longer spells of rain pushing their way eastwards. This comes with a risk for thunderstorms and flooding. All the while, those winds will strengthen significantly too. So by the time we get to the early hours, we could see some of those gusts in the range of 70 to 90 miles an hour. Into tomorrow then, an extremely windy start. So this is the pressure chart. On the western flank of this low pressure is where we expect the strongest winds. Those are going to be feeding in from the northwest. And you can see the system is really quite slow moving actually. So tomorrow, extremely windy through the morning, very wet too. Now as the day wears on, those severe gales will ease somewhat, but still very windy for all of the country. And then we expect showers. Some of these will be on the heavy side, the chance for some hail, thunder, and cold enough for a bit of sleet and snow over higher ground. Okay, so through Saturday night, still some showers around, but generally a drier trend. Still though, some strong winds and gales in places, especially where you have some exposure. Okay, so by the time we get to Sunday, still a windy day expected, but those gusts will be lower, so closer to 40 to 60 miles an hour, and it will be a drier day too. So Sunday, the better day to be able to get out and about. Looking at further ahead then to next week, a much quieter week, higher pressure in charge for the most part, quite chilly too, but really I just want to draw your attention back to the storm because we do expect some big impacts. If you do want to try and prep for the storm, check your loose objects outside the house. Think about all those Christmas decorations, garden furniture, bins. Prepare for some power cuts, and it really is worth trying to avoid leaving the house tomorrow unless you really have to, because we do expect some significant disruption. Stay tuned. That's your latest, Jen.
Sabrina, thank you very much.